Blunt Honesty Podcast, Hooligan Gang, bang, bang, man. We back at y'all once again, man. Today we got a special guest, man. We got T.G.I free in the building, man. Man, what's good with you?
What's going down? What's going down?
Yeah, make some noise.
In this thing, man, with my guys, man. Appreciate y'all having me.
For sure,
man. Appreciate you for falling through, Brody. Last time we seen you, bro, you was at the Numbers Tonight over at Blankets, man. How did you, how did you perceive that experience?
Man, it was a vibe, man. It was a vibe, man. Especially that night, man. It was a good experience. I feel like it was for the grown and sexy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was in there suited and booted. It was a good feeling, man. You know, everybody was in there showing love. Nobody was walking around with a frown on their face, so you can't complain about that, especially in the city, for sure.
Oh, yeah, it was not one incident that night. Everybody got along.
Facts.
All that. It was
Facts.
all
Everybody's in there
handshakes,
showing
daps, everything, man. Before we get into the next question, man, we need y'all to like, subscribe, man, share, show love, man. It don't cost nothing. It's free. Back to the actual
No pun
episode.
intended.
yeah, no pun intended.
For real.
Man. No pun intended. So, yeah, man, we was lucky enough to just get a quick little interview. I just actually dropped that today, so make sure y'all, like he said, hop on the Huli TV and check that out with T.G.I free at the Numbers Tonight. I just dropped that today. And, in that, we kind of touched on some of the history, some of the origins, some of the beginnings, but we didn't go too far. But you had mentioned that you had started out hooping before music.
Yeah, man, being taller than all the other kids, you know what I'm saying? It was only destined that I get on the ball court. But now my family's sports oriented, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely played ball before getting into the music. I mean, I've been rapping my whole life because my brother made beats, but for the most part, I mean, main focus was music coming up. I mean, main focus was basketball coming up for sure.
So you was dunking on niggas or you was crossing niggas up, man? Which one?
Man, I actually
was you getting dunked on across there?
Nah, man, I never been dunked on, man. Never been dunked on. But I was kind of both. You know what I'm saying? You had a couple coaches who stuck me in the post, but for the most part, I was a big guard.
Copy.
You know what I'm saying?
What high school you went to?
Went to Warren Central for a couple years, and then graduated from Northwest.
Copy. Yeah. And then you had mentioned previously that from there you went over to, I believe, was it William Penn and then Ancilla?
Yeah, I went to William Penn, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Copy. How was that, on the hoop tip, you know what I mean, up at William Penn?
Man, it was nice, man. It was dope, man. I met a lot of dope people. You know what I'm saying? Me being me, like I said, I'm from the Far East Side, going up there, scuffling, you know what I'm saying, all type of stuff, just being a high head. But for the most part, man, it's a good experience. I got a relationship with all them guys still to this day. You know what I'm saying? We still show love. So, yeah, man, I got friends forever from that. So
now, is that in Iowa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oskaloosa, Iowa, man. Oskaloosa, Iowa was probably one street. You know what I'm saying? All they got is a Walmart, Wendy's, McDonald's. They might got more stuff now, but that's all they had when I was there. You feel me?
No, real shit.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you went on to Ancilla. And then how long was you there?
I was at Ancilla for a year. I went to a couple other schools too, but these are like the major schools I went to that I actually did something at. But I went to Ancilla for probably a year and a half, something like that. Same thing, got kicked out the team for fighting and all that dumbass shit.
So from there, what was your career at Ancilla? Like, you know what I mean? What you was there for maybe 2 years, 3 years? Like, how long was you there? And then after that, did you go straight from that home, or what was it, you know what I'm saying, the next step?
Ancilla, I honestly was balling out there, man. We had a solid team.
Yeah, I want to know the stats, like what you was doing, like 20 and 10, or you know.
Nah. I was averaging 15 up until my last game. I didn't score at all. I had an offer and I was missing, boy. It was bad, but that dropped my average down to like 8.8 or something like that. And then that's pretty much it. Then after that, coach put me out the team, told me try again next year because I was acting a fool. I had gotten to it with the assistant coach from the other team, and you know where you do the good hand, the good game,
sportsmanship.
Man, the assistant coach from the other team was talking reckless. So feel me. So I approached him after the game. But the thing about it, to be honest with you, that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what I did after every game. Whoever was talking crazy, I approached them. at the end of the game. You feel me? And just that at that point we had lost a couple games, so they wasn't okay with it no more. When we was winning, they ain't cared. But once we started losing, they like, nah, you tweaking.
Nah, I can feel that. And then so from that aspect, once you got done hooping, did you come back to the crib, or what I'm saying, what was the next step in your walk?
Man, I came to the crib, man, honestly, because that whole time I was still doing music.
Okay.
So like every time I came back to the crib, I go to the studio, record some music, come back to the dorm, blast it throughout the dorm. You know what I'm saying? And then feel me, we turn up to it. They tell me yay or nay if it was hard, if it was weak. Feel me? But yeah, after that it was going back to the crib. I took a couple years off, and then I went to Columbus State. And that's where I met my wife at. And then from there, it was marriage and kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. The lovely role of fatherhood that which we all,
man,
you know what I'm saying, are working with. My son's birthday today. Happy birthday, Alice.
For sure. Happy birthday,
nephew. For real.
Okay, so you know what I'm saying, how long have you been on the music scene here in the city?
Man, it kind of depends, man. I put it like this. I'm just now starting to get my just due.
Right.
But I've been bouncing around, man, probably, I could honestly say since I'll say I've been bouncing around seriously probably since 2014. But I've been rapping since 07, 08.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
Rapping seriously since 07, 08.
Copy that. So what would you say are some of your most memorable performances that you would have done just throughout the city and just anywhere?
Notre Dame.
Oh, fire.
Notre Dame.
Shout
with,
out South Bend, man.
Yeah, Notre Dame with Walker. That honestly, I think that's the one that stamped me as far. I stamped myself. You feel me? Like gave me my confidence to let me know I can really rock a crowd. You feel me? Like I'm talking about these folks, these white girls out there, they showing titties. They doing everything out there clowning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They, everything I tell them to do, they doing. You know what I'm saying? They jumping, they rocking with me. You feel me? At that time, we throwing CDs in the crowd. Feel me? I wish I would have had the merch game right. But man, that was a crazy experience, man. Crazy experience.
No, that sounds fire. Fire, man. Shout out to the 574, man. I got plenty of family up in South Bend.
It was lit, man, for sure.
Damn, you know what I'm saying? After you got that confidence.
I could say went back to South Bend. Then from there went up to Danville, like the Chicago area, performed. Gained a lot of fans up here. I've been to Miami, perform, Atlanta. But I could say my favorite is the one. My best shows are the ones in the city. You know what I'm saying? So like my last year, my Streets performance, that honestly that really got people on their toes was the Streets performance, because man, everybody I needed to show up showed up. I mean, that mug was packed from wall to wall, man. I tell people all the time I appreciate that shit. Like they really they solidified me for real. Because there was a lot of people vouching for me when I was doing the last shot competition. They was like, bro, book free because he bring people with him, and then when I got booked for it and them people actually showed up for me, that shit felt so good, man, on my mama.
No, I
feel and they all showed up in the T.G.I. free shirt, so it just made it look real good.
You got a whole movement.
Like my mama, like it was dope. I appreciate that shit on my mama.
No, that's fire. Go ahead, Kane.
I was gonna ask you, man, so what keeps you motivated? What keeps you going?
Keeps me motivated, man? Yeah. Shoot, the kids, and honestly, man, my kids, my wife, but really me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you gotta love this shit. Like, even if you in it for the money, you still gotta love it. You gotta have some type of love for it, because if you only in it for the money, you feel me? You gonna give up in the first week, because you gonna realize everybody around you gonna be paying. You ain't gonna be making no money at first. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's just like when you get a job and shit like that, right? You get a job and you ain't got no whip at that time.
Yeah.
You work so hard that you get that whip. Then some motherfuckers, you got one on one hand, you got ones that get lazy, get content. Yeah. Then you got the other hand, you got the other people that still want to go harder. So
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So same shit, man. We didn't already had that.
Oh my mom.
Had them experiences, man. My next question is, man, so what are you working on? Like, what is something that you working on that's real big for people that don't know right now?
Oh man, I got a couple features from the city that mean a lot to me because it's people I've been watching, you know, as I've been coming up doing the music.
Can you reveal them?
Nah, I ain't gonna reveal. Nah,
you can't.
I wanted to be a surprise, man. I even told the engineer when we was in the studio, I was like, "Nah, bro, don't." I said, "No behind the scenes, bro. I want this to be a surprise." You know, and even if other people don't care, I care. You feel me? Like it mean a lot to me, and I made sure I told them that while I was there, like. Cause me, bro, like I said, I approach. I don't have a problem giving a motherfucker they flowers. You feel me? Like, hey, bro, I've been looking up to you with this music shit for a while, man. I appreciate you. Woo, woo. I don't care, bro. I'm not too cool for school. I'm none of that, bro. You feel me? Hey, look, bro, I fuck with you. Keep doing your thing. That's me. You feel me? So I made sure I let them know, man. I really appreciated that shit for real.
See, and that's nothing wrong, man. Like you just heard it right here, though. There's nothing wrong with showing other men props, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially in our culture, we don't like to give flowers. We always want to hate the next man.
Facts,
hate
man.
everybody else, man. You know, the Italians and the Hispanics and Asians ain't doing none of that. It's just us out here. So, you know what I'm saying? It's never wrong to show love, uplift the next man. You know what I'm saying? You never know what that other man could do for you as you uplift him. So that's real.
Copy. And I wanted to ask y'all, we kind of touched on it, but I did want to ask you like a little bit more in depth regarding the All-Star Cipher in your verse, you know what I mean? So y'all was the second week of it?
Yeah, we was the second leg. Yup, second leg. I got the beat the day before we shot it. Okay. And shoot, the rest was closed curtains, man. I just knew it was because, you know, it was a lot of people who were supposed to do it, but I think a lot of people backed out because they thought it wasn't gonna do nothing because of the negativity that was brought to the first one, which was honestly to me personally was out of the artist's hands. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of people was. I'm sorry, I'll say it. I think they were scared to take that risk. Okay. Feel me? But you know, I've been waiting for something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I had always been put in a box. You know what I'm saying? I had always been put in a box. I was waiting for something like that, and then they told me I was going last. I said, "Oh yeah, y'all know y'all gonna have to tell me to stop. I'm just gonna keep going." You know what I'm saying? They told me to do my thing. So that's what I did. You feel me? Like I feel like I brought a good energy to it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. My question I had to ask, like to piggyback off that, when we had you at Blankets last time, I kind of asked you like, how did you feel with the last cipher?
Yeah.
Did you feel like was it pressure? But you was like, not really, because like you just said, it wasn't really in their hands. It wasn't their fault for real.
Yeah.
But like when you was getting ready for it, after hearing all the shit talking from everybody from the first cipher, how did that make you feel? Like so you was like, oh fuck this, I'm finna cook this shit. Like,
man, I think for me, I kind of looked at it like, you know, I wanted to just represent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? To represent for me the best way I can, and even, you know, for the people from the first cipher. That's why, you know, even with Jetty Santiago, he made sure he showed love to try to make sure that they realize, like, look, we ain't doing this to shit on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to get our name out there, and you know, we just want to show the city that there's layers to it. You know what I'm saying? We got all type of artists here, man, and half of the artists, you know, on that first cipher, I wanted to lock in with. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't already locked in with them, so, you know, it wasn't really. I wouldn't say it was pressure. It wasn't pressure, you know what I'm saying? Because I was amongst people that I rock with. You know, they made us feel real good when we went in there to do our thing. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really no pressure, man. It just was, hey, this is an opportunity. What you gonna do?
Pretty much. Big facts. Yeah. So with that opportunity, feel like you knocked it out of the park, and then, you know, from the results of it, I guess, what kind of reception did it receive, you know, after it came out?
It got some love. It got a lot of love. Everybody from the first cipher, they showed love. Every time they see me, we chop it up. I mean, you always gonna have the haters in there. You know, the people talking about it's not a real cipher, but they gotta realize that when we the problem with the first cipher was the audio. Right. We did our shoot on a roof. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, bro, all you would have heard was wind. You know what I'm saying? So we had to do it like that. Just like, stop trying to find something negative about everything, man. It's the city. If you're from the city, support it. You know what I'm saying? Just support it. You feel me? Like, get behind it. But everybody want to nitpick with everything, but ain't gonna be on a crumb if you see them. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing for me. just support it or shut up.
And then niggas that's talking about the Cipher don't even know how to rap for real, man. They ain't never wrote no 16 a day and they
Man, I don't get it, man.
Life, man.
And that was my
Nothing.
first thing about it. I said, bro, it's the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, just support it, man. Even if you don't like it, just say, hey, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? But it's always a shout out to them. But you feel, man, just rock with it, bro. We'll keep it moving from here, man. You know,
I'm gonna tell y'all what I liked about that second Cipher, though. You know, the first one, you know, we all know who the first one was on there was. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of them. It's like, okay, it also looked like I don't even want to say a second generation. I don't even want to say the new way because we around the same damn age. So
yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like we all know, you know what I'm saying, the Nap sound is, you know, got the trap scene to
Yeah,
the
for sure.
street, you know. It's like, but what I like about you and Jet, man, y'all bring the lyricisms with it too. Y'all bring the bars in there with it too. And still keep that street quality street music with it.
Nah,
You
for
know
sure.
what I'm saying? So
Got
that's
to.
what I respect the most about that.
Real
Man.
fact.
See, my biggest thing is, man, if I'm gonna drop bars, I'm gonna try to at least make it relatable.
Yeah.
Feel me? To where it's like I'm not dropping so many bars that you just lost on the song.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to still be able to be like, okay, yeah, I know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's be kind of my approach with it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's crazy too, because like a lot of people will sit there and say, "Oh man, Nap ain't got the lyricists and all of that," which is false. It's bullshit. It's niggas that battle rap here. It's just street niggas that battle rap too. It's a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people out here. It's like a melting pot, and that's what I fucked with the second Cipher. It had D Hart on there too, didn't it?
D Hart was on the third one.
He was on the third one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm tuned in.
Shout out to D Hart.
Yeah, shout out to him too. But yeah, y'all was cooking on that, man.
Appreciate it, man.
For real, I can't even get mad at it. I don't know what everybody hating about.
It's crazy because I'm usually one of them people where the negative, it sound bad, but the negative, it always, no matter how many good I get, you always seem to see that negative comment. But man, I'm not gonna lie, with that first Cipher, I ain't even care. I mean, with that second Cipher, I didn't even care. I'm like, man, look, we getting so much love, and I'm surprised people that barely even listen to, they don't know no artists in the music scene here, and they was tapped in with it.
And it was perfect timing too. Y'all had it like it was around the All-Star time, so people was gravitating to the city. It was just like clockwork. It was supposed to happen like that. It was inevitable, like a buzz. The city was getting the rightful buzz that it was supposed to get because of the NBA.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? The Ciphers took it off too. So that's what I just feel like, man. It was all a wonderful thing. Salute to y'all.
Facts, man. I appreciate it.
Real talk. So onto your music, man. What's the latest EP, album, mixtape that you dropped?
Man, I just dropped Set You Free. When did that come out? That came out, man, I'll say a few months ago. I don't want to butcher the date, but it came out not too long ago. It's called Set You Free. Man, it's a 7-song EP.
On all platforms?
Yeah, on all platforms. All platforms.
Hear
feel
that,
me?
man.
So yeah, go download that, go stream it. Man, I'm getting a good. Everybody say they rocking with it, man. So
yeah,
I
we
feel
actually,
good about
you know what I'm saying, you had it on in here, and we didn't listen to the whole thing, but of the 4 songs that I can definitely say that I listened to, A+. Shit, I like the vibe on the beats, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I don't want to say West Coast, but because it's not West Coast, but just the relaxed, chill vibe that you get, kind of like a Larry June, kind of like a Nipsey.
Yeah,
you know what
sure.
I mean? I fuck with that because
Appreciate
a lot of
it,
people
man.
won't even, you know what I mean? Especially the younger generation aren't giving you that. Like,
Nah, facts.
you know what I'm saying?
Shoot 'em up, bang, bang.
Yeah. So I definitely fucks with that. Okay, and then on your end, I've been seeing you drop a lot of content lately. You know what I'm saying? What's the method to the madness behind that?
Man, the method to the madness is drop as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you. When it comes to the content, I don't be having no game plan.
No, okay.
No, nothing, bro. I just be dropping it, hoping people see it, and just know that more content is coming.
That's why I be trying to tell these niggas, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as, because we all are artists, we all make music, we all, you know what I'm saying, are battle rappers, or we're used to, da-da-da. So it's like, in my opinion, the more that you drop, the more people can fuck with it. You know, because maybe they ain't see this back then, but then they see something in the future, and like, damn, this nigga kind of, then they go through, you know what I mean? So the more that you out here creating, the more that you working, the more opportunities you're gonna get to be seen, or you know what I'm saying, do what you're trying to do.
That's how you build up that core fan base too, man. You know,
facts.
core fan base is real important, and that's what I'm trying to do. That's why it's, you know, with me, if I do ever get a feature from a major artist, I want to get a feature from somebody who has that core fan base. I don't want to get a feature from somebody who just got a hot song. You know what I'm saying? Because they fans ain't even real fans. They just like that one song they got.
Trendy.
So yeah, trendy. I want somebody who's locked in to where hopefully if I get a feature with that person, they fans are locked in with me because they such a fan of the person that I got on the song. You know, so it's just spending your money in the right places too.
Let me ask you, you know what I'm saying, on your opinion on this. So, you know, as a buzzing artist in the city, would you sign to a label, or is that something you're not trying to do? Or are you strictly independent, or, you know what I mean, something you even given thought to?
And if you would sign, what label would it be?
I sign to a label. You feel me? I ain't tripping because I know me. I'm gonna take my time and you know read. I'm gonna have my lawyer present. Feel me? I'm gonna do my thing right. You know, man. To be honest with you, right now I can't pinpoint anybody that I would. Oh man, I gotta sign to them. You know what I'm saying? Because right now people are making it to where you don't really hear people scream and shout. Labels like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you know, back in the day, you was hyped by, I mean, I want to sign to Maybach. I want to sign to 1017. I want to sign to this person, that person. You feel? But now people don't scream their labels. Everybody's screaming independent. So you like, like don't even feel me. Like the most you can hear scream is probably CMG. But that's kind of to the point where they really don't say CMG too much no more.
They all got their own shit.
Yeah, they branching off doing their own thing. So it's like, you know, it's really one of them things. Whoever come with the right business plan, basically.
No, real talk.
Because
I think you was right about wanting to be on a label, because it seemed like only motherfuckers hating motherfuckers say you shouldn't get on the label. Like,
thanks.
That's what I'll be really feeling. Because like if you think about it, all the people you seen was on the label, so why not be on the label? Like, and then you said one thing is the lawyer thing, and that remind me of the dude that just got out of jail, G Det. Because motherfuckers thought they was gonna get their Diddy story. He was like, nah, I had me a lawyer. I was straight. Man,
Thanks.
All that shit, them niggas, I don't know. I
don't know nothing about none of that.
Yeah, I had a lawyer.
Thanks, nah. And that's the thing, man. It's like, you know, it'd be different if I'm coming into the game. Okay, like I Swear Vez, I don't know if y'all too hip on him. He signed with QC, but he got the deal he wanted because he had already had a movement when he signed. Yeah. You feel me? Now that makes sense. But you got people mad they got a 360 deal, and it's like, what motion did you have before you met this label? So if you can't come with nothing to offer, then you got to do what you got to do to get to where you want to be.
Kind of like with Mozzie and CMG. Mozzie had his own little movement and all that, and he was repping the West hard. So it made it a perfect standout for him to be on that level.